Hello, this is Grinstar, and today I want to do something that could be cool or it could be kind of dumb. What I want to do is I want to take a chord and separate it out and put a different effect on each of the notes. So this would work in only the way that the note grid works. I think it can only work with a high and a low, and then a middle, and then that would send out to something. Maybe I'll send it out to channels as a differentiator. I have this instrument layer set up, and I got 3 pianos on it. And what I can do is I'm thinking ahead on how I could do this, and I know that it's possible, I think, in Note Grid to separate the input into notes, high and low, I think. But once it gets past that, then what do you do, right? So I'm thinking maybe we send it out to a per channel type thing, and each of these is a different channel. So we want a kind of a channel filter on the beginning of these. Everything's sending on one, so I don't want 1, 2, that's a map. Wanted to filter. So now we're filtering. I want this one to be 3. I want this one to be 2. Okay, so there's nothing on any of these because everything is going all the way to 1, or it's mapping to 1. It all gets mapped here, by the way. All right, now the way that we're gonna mess with it is we're gonna go into the note grid. And we have these things. This is our input right here, and then what we have is we have a note in. We want 3 of them, I think, because this is gonna help us out. And then this is our channel over here on the note out. So realistically, what we want to do is we want to, if I remember right, there was something really I could get in with. Was it pitch? There we go. Highest, lowest, and last. So I want the lowest pitch. And then I want the highest pitch, and that'll separate 2 of the keys out. And the issue being that on the main one you'll still have the thing. So right now let me just set this up. So realistically, we want this to be on 2, and then we want a couple of these actually. Those are note ends, we need note outs. We want the lowest to go here. We want 3, we want highest to go here. And we want, there we go, that one. So now when I do a chord, it's definitely sending the 2. It's not sending the 3. Because I routed it wrong. Sometimes it's getting the second chord in there. That's kind of weird. Or the second note in the chord. This one's not getting it at all. That might help. Okay, so we got the lowest and the highest, right? So now we can mess with the effects a bit. And let's give like reverb on the third one, and let's say like a filter, maybe. Yeah, flanger plus, maybe. That's weird. Another, we'd have to see what is coming through. Like a display would do it. The problem being is that while we could figure out what's coming through, we'd only see like one of the keys because of the limitations of how this is working. So this one's sending an E, this one's sending a B, and we can, I can keep it DDE, right? And then we go to this one. I'm doing 3 notes. That's weird. Because the highest sending out should be only a D3. This one's working correctly. It's only seeing 1. This one is not. So why? That's weird. That is working perfectly. Why is highest not working at all? Like it's going here, but when it's coming out, it's sending 3 notes, 3 different pitches at one time. And it should be only that's going to 3. We can move to 4. Bitwig's funny. Why is highest sending out 3 notes, but lowest is sending out 1? This works for the intended purpose. Kitty kitty. Cat is trying to be musical and trying to assist me. Sees me on here and wants to have fun also. Need to learn how to split a pitch or filter notes. So normally when you filter notes, it's by a range, and so that's like hard coded, or basically it just doesn't change unless you change it. And I needed to go up and down to and you can use the modulator based upon the key tracking. That's a bit wild. That's really wild, actually. So if I put something in there, let's say like U-Jams, finishers, like a multi envelope. So what I want is something really wild sounding. Oh, god dang cats. That's cool. Okay, so not what I intended, but still kind of something something that's very interesting when it comes to playing around with effects. Where you have something different on your keys, and so it's not the same playing it down. You got the high with the certain effects, and then you got low that has the bigger phaser. And then kind of a middle ground where both of them seem to be turned off or a little bit on. Yeah, of course I'm making noise and noodling around, but the concept is quite interesting. Using the key tracking, you can sort of create zones where your keys are that turn off and on the effects. And then using the high and low, you can kind of get it to that where if you're playing. But it sounds like it's still sending the. That's weird. Now it's not working. It was working before of sending one note, and now. Maybe the highest actually means on the keyboard. Because if you look at this, it's sending signals here. But if I go down the keyboard, it's not sending signals. And this one, and the key tracking's turning it off. Oh, that's what the problem is. Not thinking about that one. Huh, okay. Thought I had something. Thought this was going to be a cool concept of at least splitting the notes. But wonder why highest isn't sending the highest and it sends all three of them. I can't begin to fathom why it's doing that. That's why. All right, well, that's because I'm gonna have it gated, but it's only on 4. So if I just have the gates there. But it's only sending C3s to it, so now we would want to add the highest pitch to only send out the C3. So that's a G. So lowest is F2, highest is C3, which is correct. Sending 2 at that time. why is it not only sending this one? All right. Oh well. Let me wrap this up here. Yeah, this is another failed attempt. It's not the first time I've tried separating out the chords. And I found this out like a couple days later after the first attempt of doing it. I thought it would be easier, but it looks like the modules here aren't working correctly. Either way, yeah, this hopefully you got something out of using the key tracker though. That's kind of a cool point of using the things, and then the combination of two can come up with some really crazy stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will catch you later.